is it true that cancer rates are going up with young people in particular? And B, what is causing that? At least anecdotally, doctor, I know people that I went to high school with in my local community that are 35 and 36 years old. In Chicago, they're getting colon cancer. They're getting cancers at a very young age. Is it true that cancer rates are going up, or is that just media hysteria? And if true, what is causing that?
Charlie, you asked exactly the right questions. That's why I was in Saudi Arabia. You know, 60% of the population there are under 30. And your audience, the college audience, is something that I am very worried about. Meaning the following: I am now beginning to see the cancer rates not only going up, but going up in younger people. I've never seen a 10-year-old with colon cancer. I've never seen a 13-year-old with metastatic pancreatic cancer in my life. We are now seeing ovarian cancers in 20-year-old, 21-year-olds.
Yes.
It is ridiculous what's going on, and I call that turbo cancers. And you and I can delve into it, how we can delve into it, because I worry, and your audience are now more aware and smarter and sophisticated with the social media to understand this is a real phenomenon.
Yes, it is. And so what would you say is one of the main reasons that we're missing why this is happening? The immune system is failing. Is it have anything to do with happening post-COVID, that actually getting COVID? Is it something that we are eating? Is it a failure of the pharmaceutical companies? Because I can't imagine a 36-year-old friend of mine who, you know, he bikes, he regularly exercises, he moderately drinks, he gets colon cancer at age 36. We're supposed to be getting healthier, doctor. The promise of modernity was that every year we'd get healthier, but it seems as if we're getting sicker.
So it is a combination of all, Charlie. Let's delve into it. First of all, we now suffering the long-term effects of all the toxins. You're right. What we eat is the dyes and everything has been talked about with Secretary Robert Kennedy. The dyes that we eat, the issues, the toxins, the PFAS, which is actually used now, believe it, as fertilizers, but it's what they call these never chemicals, but it's in our milk and in our so-called organic foods. But then you compound that with two things I worry about. One is really the magnetic radiation that is happening. I don't know if you realize that our pilots in the military that's up in the air here are getting higher risk earlier of prostate cancer and bladder cancer. The idea that now when you get down to COVID, that the COVID, whether it be from the vaccine or from the infection, the COVID virus, if it persists in your body, is highly immunosuppressive. So if you have the combination of the wiping out of your immune system and at the same time the immunosuppression of whatever you have, you now begin seeing this rise of colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and very interestingly enough, I'm seeing so-called rare tumors that are no longer rare, glioblastomas. So all these issues now coming to bear, and that's why I'm so excited by the discussions we had both with the president and his team, as well as with the senior leaders at Saudi Arabia and Qatar, who desperately want to bring this bioshield to the world.
Yeah, so let's emphasize that. Is this cancer problem happening in distant off lands like Qatar and Saudi Arabia as well, or is this uniquely an American phenomenon?
We are now seeing a pandemic, not only Qatar, in Africa and in the United States and in Canada.